Hey guys, I just wanted to do a quick run through on cards. I've been seeing a lot of questions on how cards work and things of that nature. So you have the level of a card, and you have the rank of a card. I don't have a perfect deck by any means, so no judging me there. It's a work in progress for sure. But as you can see, most of my cards have been leveled up a good bit. To level up a card, what you want to do is here. Like I'll just pick Fluffy for example. You want to use things that have that give high levels of experience. So let's go 2 and show you. Okay, that's 10,000 experience right there. So the delicious drumstick and the mountain of carrots give a ton of XP. So you have to use a card fragment, and you have to use gold in order to rank up your card. And then there's also in order to level up your card, and then there's also ranking up your card. To rank up your card, you need specific fragments. So I need reference encyclopedia, and then I also need fluffy fragments to continue ranking this up. The level really plays into the intrinsic value. So for Fluffy, it boosts physical might and magical force by 18 to 300. For the rank determines what the combo skill gives. So this I only need rank 1 to get with the specific deck it requires. And then later on, I can get a much more advanced version of this with rank 6 for all cards that this requires. So this is a weapon card. Weapon cards are some of your most important cards in the game. You can get it from the Battle of Greystone Fortress Legendary, and that's where those fragments drop most frequently. I would run that as much as I can right now. Really try to get this card going, and because I mean, for me, this card is critical. Like it gives me a passive skill that I wouldn't, or that I wouldn't normally have. So I mean, it gives me a passive skill so that I can move one of my other passive skills over, and essentially now I have 3 passives. Works out really well. So this card was huge, and for and because it needs an entire deck to get this to happen. You need to work at getting a monster card, a terrain card, a resource card, and an armor card. So I'm going to go through real quickly where you can get each one. So I mean, with the monster card, right now there's a tournament going on where you can get a monster card. Fluffy is good for damage, and Giant is good for tanking. And the reason Fluffy is good for damage is because it boosts all damage dealt by a maximum of 10%. And this is determined by the level of your other cards. So I mean, it requires a terrain card, a resource card, and an armor card. And the amount of damage that is boosted is based on the lowest level of those cards. So all mine are level 30 right now, plus Fluffy being 31, and I'm getting 3.7% damage increase. Alright, so Fluffy is basically just straight from tournaments. Terrain cards, there are many different terrain cards across the board. I mean, I went with the Cogwheel Temple card, just because it's really easy to get, and agility is not a bad stat for me to have. But primarily, I got it because it was easy to get. The Lucky Cross card isn't easily... I don't really know how to get it anymore. It used to be a daily login reward. They've changed that to the Rune card. The Rune card, I mean, you should be able to get that after logging in for like 30 days or something like that. And ranking it up would be pretty easy because every time you get a new card, you have card fragments. So I mean, it may take you like 60 days or something like that to get this card to rank 2. It's not very difficult, but I'm happy to have the Lucky Cross card because it boosts my wisdom. I don't know how I'm going to rank it up at this point, but We'll have to just see. The armor card, you need to run the Malevolent Mirror Dream Dungeon, and that will take a little while to get. But once you have that, you'll. I mean that's the easiest way to get an armor card. And once you have this deck, I mean not necessarily these cards, but this deck where you have a monster card, a terrain card, a resource card, an armor card, and a weapon card, you'll fulfill the need or fulfill the requirement of excuse me, of your weapon card. So I mean that's really how that works. As far as leveling cards go, you need card fragments, and just to show you how this works, you need a card fragment and you need gold. So one delicious drumstick, 5,000 gold, and it gives 5,000 XP. So just to show you what this looks like. Okay, I'm up to 32 now. To rank up a card, you usually need that card's fragments as well as other random cards. Most of these card fragments drop in the Malevolent Mirror Dream Dungeon. So I mean, if you're trying to really work on cards, just consistently run that. That's really the best thing for you. And so I need Reference Encyclopedia, and I need Fluffy in order to rank this up. Can't rank it up right now, so I'm just kind of hanging out. But basically, like what you're trying to do is with Fluffy. For me, I'm trying to level up these cards so that I increase my overall damage by 10% total, and that will happen once I have my Pumpkin card, my Lucky Cross card, and my Cogwheel card up to level 45, which is the max level. So I'm trying to do that, and then I'm also trying to improve my combo skill, which awards me more mana, so I won't have to worry about mana consumption as much. And so as of now, I've got two ranks unlocked because all of my cards are at least rank 2. And I mean, once you get to rank 2 with all your cards, you're probably going to be in a pretty good spot. And once you have this deck set up in a similar fashion, you're going to be ready and set up. It just takes some time. You just need to run the right dungeons. You just need to keep working at it. So that's pretty much it, guys. Hit me up if you have any questions.